Everybody left Farm Serving 3. I'm back out in this mug again. Hope you can hear me. I was out getting my leaves together so I can make me some soil, because I'm like I do every year. I take all the leaves off my land and I go to other neighbors' houses, get their bags, grind all those leaves up into soil, and then put them in whatever container I need or whatever garden bed that I need them in. So I was in the middle of doing that. Then I turned around and my package came like a week early. So I said, normally I would test this out first. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. It's freaking cold out here. And so we all gonna do this together. This is something I've been talking about. I said I was gonna get this hot tent, and I was hoping that my wood burning stove would be here this year. But we got lucky. We got super lucky. So the wood burning stove is here. Excuse me. Wood burning stove is here. Now I'm waiting on the tent. I can't believe that. So what I thought was going to take another 2 or 3 weeks got here today while I was doing yard work. And now I'm just waiting on my hot tent. So without further ado, I'm going to just get right into it, you guys, if you don't mind. I'm going to take a couple of questions, and then we're going to get right into it. What we're doing today is seasoning your stove. If you end up getting a hot stove, because I know it's a lot of people that you will get equipment for your bugging out, for camping and everything else, but you won't test it. And then when you really need it, you don't know what's going on. So I'm going to show you, when you first get a wood burning stove, whether it's your fireplace in your house, or it's a wood burning stove, or you got a wood burning stove in your house, you really need to get it seasoned. If it's brand spanking new, you want to burn off all the chemicals and weird paint and everything else that goes into manufacturing this stuff. It's really dark out here today, you guys. It's so dark. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can't turn this screen up, because I can't see you guys. There we go. I couldn't see nothing. So I want to say, how y'all doing? What's up? Y'all sweet water guy said, I was happy when I got mine. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's a good feeling. They sent it super early to me. And if you want to see it, it's in the description box below. It's the first thing in the description box below, in my store. So I'm gonna get right to it. It's super slick, and it's even better than I thought. I've watched so many. Let me see. That's pretty good price for a wood burning stove. Yeah. Here's the best part about it. Not only is it a super great price for it, but I was doing all of this. Hey, Crafty Mom Creation. I was doing all of this research, and everybody got a version of this one. And I was like, wow, this thing must be the truth, because I saw some real OGs in the camping game do this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger on that. Let me stop looking. I know what I think. I think I know what I want. Every other one has some kind of weird flaw. Nobody had anything bad to say about this one. I know what I just forgot too, but that we're gonna do this together. So any questions before we get started? And then I'm gonna show it to you. We're gonna get going. The reason I'm kind of rushing is because it's supposed to rain. I wasn't worried about it raining until now. Do you do any game hunting, Mary? I'm always good, Crafty Mom. How you doing, CC Marie? Hey, 4DN something. I missed it. I'm sorry. Yes, when you was younger, that's wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna just get into it. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Create income coach. That looks really different. Your name together looks really different. You might want to look at that with fresh eyes because that looked like something completely different, my sister. How you doing, Bob? When I read your name, I have to stop myself every time because it reads. Let me see it again so I don't think it's just my filthy mind, okay? Create income coach. Thank you so much. Create you. Ooh, that name is ooh. You might want to split that up. Yeah, that look a little different. That every time I have to stop from saying your name because it sounds like I'm about to ease into something wrong. Now I ain't gonna say wrong, but you know, inappropriate. So, and I have to watch that because some people name themselves inappropriate things and I get rid of them quick because I'm like, they do that because they like to hear that name being said. Right, so just split the name up a little bit. So, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you right out the gate, okay, before we even get started because I'm so excited. No, I'm not affiliated at all. And would have been nice, but this one came out the hip. All right, I'm gonna show you. It's perfect size. It's a perfect size, and you got your airflow vent. It's super simple, but that's what I was looking for. Because if you get that, a couple of other ones that's really bigger, way bigger, they're heavy, bulky, and everything else. Now I'm gonna show you this. It came with the glass window. It just slides right down in the slot for the window. Air vent, foldable feet, which is so cool. Let me get it going. Foldable feet, foldable legs. So they unfold. And it's solid. It's all solid. That's what I'm liking. Now this part sold me. This part sold me. Not only is that a carrying case, but this, what was I just talking about the other day? When you open those racks up, that gives you something to lay your wet gloves, your wet socks on, your wet towels and rags. So while this is heating up your tent and you cooking on the top, you could be having your wet socks, wet gloves over here drying off. Oh man, believe it or not, that's one of the main things that sold me. The simplicity, the price, and these dryer racks. At first I didn't like them, but then I was like, wait a minute. Once I got all cold and wet that night in the tent, that was one of the first things I was thinking about, a way to dry my towels and stuff off. So that was major. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It comes with, I think, 6 or 7 feet. Let me see, what is that? 7 feet of stovepipe. And this is one of the best things. The link is in the description box, Stephanie. It got a flue to it. Look, hold on, let me set it down. The link is in the description box, Stephanie. This, ooh. Nobody gives you this. So you can control your fire, control your smoke, your dampener. Oh my goodness. That was a surprise because when you're reading the description, it doesn't even say it has a dampener. How you doing, Dazzle? It doesn't even say it has a dampener, and it does. Ah, I'm so excited. I was supposed to finish getting my leaves. I'm gonna just have to put that off to the side. And what we're gonna do together is, what's going on, Terry? We're gonna put it together, and it also has the cooking edge. Some people don't like that, but I'm gonna try it out first. If I don't like it, I'm gonna weld it shut. So it has a, so you can set, that's what I was going to get, y'all. We was gonna boil some water. Oh, we gotta do it. We gotta boil some water. Okay, well, let's just get the fire running first, and then I'm gonna run in the house and get my doggone coffee pot, and we're gonna boil some water. So let's get it going right here. All right, so this is how it go. Put your dampener on first. Just set that on there like that. Here's your dampener. That is so awesome. I cannot wait to light this up. I wish I had my tent now. So, okay, all you do, look, it's fluted. So all it does is slide right down in there. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fluted, so it just slide right down in there. That's it. No screws, no nothing. I'm gonna just keep on stacking that up. I'm gonna stack that all the way up too. I'm gonna use them all so I can burn off any oils or grease. Any oils or grease that might be on this stuff. I'm gonna show you one more thing. Wow, that's awesome. That is crazy. So that's it all the way up there. That's tall enough to get out of a tent. If it's not tall enough, I just get some more pipe and run it up. You know, it don't take nothing to do that. So, all right. So now I'm gonna show you this. It come with this. I'm gonna take this off. Here's the little, it comes with a little scraper to scrape your ash out, ash scraper, and to take the stove top off. I'm gonna show you that. Here's the little stove plate that we put right up here. You just set that on there. Move that stuff out of the way. Set that on there like that. And you just use your little stove plate hook. Take that off when you need it. Just like that. And you use this to scrape the ashes, but I wouldn't do that inside the tent. So, to each his own. Now, inside, if you can see this, you got a little grill grate where your wood sits on top of so it can get oxygen. That helps it stay off the ground so it can help get oxygen. So, this is it. I am so excited. It's so different. I got a real big wood burning stove in my garage for an emergency. This is completely a whole different ballgame. What's up, Sunday? Good to see you, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get this wood. I'm gonna chop a little bit up and start getting it going. And then I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna talk to you as I go. I'm gonna do the best I can anyway, but I really want you to see this bad boy. Okay, so I'm so excited. I don't even have wood that small chopped up or anything. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna just get a little bit of stuff in there. I got a lot of bark that I'm gonna try to get in there right off the bat. That'll light up while I'm chopping up some lumber. Always keep that bark. Keep that. That's good stuff. That's just as good as wood. I see people throw that away all the time. I don't know why. So before I get my wood, my fire started, I'm gonna get some kindling. You need a couple different sizes. You need stuff like leaves, paper, pine needles, get you started. Then something a little bigger like the bark, and then we're gonna start trying to get this wood lit up. But I'm gonna break the wood down just a little smaller. So I know this is crazy, y'all. I'm just excited. I'm sorry that I'm not set up at all. But this is how it is in real life. I'm showing you my real life. It ain't all glamour and glitz. I almost split the other one. I want them really small, y'all. I want them to burn for a long time, but I want them to have be big enough to go in there too. All right, I'm gonna get one a little smaller, get it good started. Get a good start going, okay? Missed. I'm gonna save these big ones for later. Okay. So as you can see, this is the medium cut that we're gonna keep over here. I'll keep that on the side, just for now. Wow, I made it super small. Okay. We're gonna start out with this stuff. Get it burning good. Let me see. Oh yeah. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Any questions so far? All right. Any questions? I know this is crazy and it's right off the cuff. Please excuse me. Hold on. Okay. How you doing, Nikki? What's going on, Rucker Homestead? Okay, so my next move is, I'm gonna make this video fairly quick. I ain't gonna have y'all here with me seasoning all day, cause I'm gonna let it, all the paint and stuff burn off. Now, I'm gonna show you this. Okay, only get the top layer. Try not to get that stuff that's on, only get that top layer. Try not to get that stuff on the ground. This is cypress tree needles. It's just as flammable as pine needles. It got that same strong oil inside of it. So this lights up like gasoline. But only get the top layer because it's been raining. And here's another thing. You don't want to be burning this too much. It's okay to use it to get your fire started or stoke it up, but don't keep burning a bunch of this pine needles and cones and even pine wood, because what it does, hold on. What it does it has a lot of, it creates a lot of creosote, which is this super flammable chemical that the little flaky black stuff like in your barbecue grill. This stuff, if this builds up in your chimney pipe, just like in your house, this is what you need a chimney sweep for, to come and clean that creosote out, that ash, that it's really oily and it's really flammable. So this stuff right here, don't just be burning this to stay warm unless you just have to. But make sure you clean out your chimney and clean out whatever your cooking surface is or your fire pit, whatever, because this will go up in flame. I'm talking about almost like a bomb. I don't know if you've ever seen a creosote fire, but most houses, I'm from the north, from the snow, and most houses catch on fire. I ain't even gonna talk about the kerosene heaters and stuff. I'm talking about people using, can you use pine wood? I'm explaining that right now. People be using pine and they never clean their chimney out, and it collects this thick black creosote and it'll burn their house down. So just be careful, okay? But it's good to start a fire with it. So, hold on. I'm gonna bring y'all down here with me. We're gonna do this together. So I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna light it up. And then, there we go. I'm gonna light it up. I got a bunch of twigs and stuff around here too. Hold on. These twigs are important too. Okay. Make sure you already have them ready. Don't even be trying to do it while the fire is going. Make sure you got your twigs ready, your medium cut wood, and the wood you plan on burning. Make sure that stuff is ready to get burned up and get going, so you don't waste no time and miss out on a good fire. Okay. So I'm gonna start this up first. Normally I would have something under here, like a piece of metal. See that? Lit my glove up. A piece of metal. There we go. Come on, baby. Let me take this glove off. I'm about to catch my glove on fire. I'm gonna take this plate off too, just so I can start getting some oxygen right out the gate. I hope it ain't too wet. There we go. It might be a little too wet. It's a lot too wet. Hold on. I got some leaves. I got some paper. You gotta do what you gotta do. Get that thing started. Okay, we doing something. Y'all see that? We got something going here. So now I'm gonna put that back on. That's gonna turn this into a whole rocket stove. That fire gonna shoot to the back. Gonna keep this going. I'm gonna get some more. See, put it in there. Try not to get the stuff just right on the ground. Yeah, I hear it burning. Hold on, as soon as I get the fire going, I'm gonna look at the screen. So let me get this fire going real quick. There we go. Come on, baby. It's okay. That's wet. I ain't putting that in. That's kind of wet too, but okay. Let's see if this bark got any dryness to it. All right. I'm gonna get some more of that because that's what we need. Don't want to smother it out. Get that thing burning. Okay. Any questions so far? Look at that. I feel like a mad scientist. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why, look down, no smoke. When I close that door, once I get this fire burning, it won't be no smoke, right? It'll just, hold on. I got some fire jumping out as we speak. Get that in there. Now, hold on. Let me get that. It's running now, it's rolling. It's rolling. Get that over there. See, we turning that thing into a rocket stove. Just like that. Not too much food. Not too much food. But you don't want it to starve either. Now I'm gonna let it catch onto this bark real good. I'm gonna let it catch onto this bark. And then we're gonna get some wood going off in there, boy. There we go. There we go. I don't wanna stuff it. But we want that to get as much oxygen as it can. Okay. We're gonna let that roll for a minute while I talk to y'all. Ooh, it's running. Any questions so far? I know this is crazy. Y'all probably like, boy, lead is nuts. There we go. There we go. All right. Can you use your shredded paper bills? Of course you can, yeah. I just don't have nothing on me. I got too excited. So right now I'm really doing some backwoods stuff. So let me see. Soon as this fire get rolling good, because the purpose for this, for everybody that don't know, I'm seasoning it. Let me see. Oh, somebody asked where it is. It's in the description box. It's the first one in the description box, the link for it. Let me see. What's going on? I can't pronounce your name, my friend. I'm not gonna butcher it. What's the name of the stove? It's in the description box below, okay? And that's even hard to pronounce. I don't like butchering people's name, man. Sometimes I feel like that's more disrespectful than somebody not even saying your name at all. Because clearly a lot of thought went into your name, right? Oh, so the fire rolling. Ooh, that boy. I can't wait to get my tent. So here's the thing. If you have a stove jack in a regular tent, which I doubt, this is good for that. But for the most part, this is for a hot tent. Hot tents are usually like made of canvas, and if they aren't, they have a big patch for your stove jack. Your stove jack is where this pipe goes. It's a hole in the top of your tent where the pipe comes out of. So this is awesome. This is really, really awesome. I'm gonna use some more. I'm gonna get some more of this stuff back in there, some more cypress mulch. I mean, not cypress. Yeah, cypress mulch. And I'm gonna put this, let me put this in the doggone video. This the star of the show, not me. Don't the pipe get hot? Yes, yes. You don't touch the pipe. This is fire. This ain't no different from in your house. And what we're doing right now is not a gimmick. This ain't a toy. This ain't no different than a hot wood burning stove in your house. You hear it down there popping. No different. Let me see something real quick. I don't want to put my fire out. Let me just open this all the way up and see if I can get her. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Ooh. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see in that window? Now it's acting, look how much smoke coming out the top. Now it's acting like a rocket stove because the air is coming through these small holes. The air is coming through these small holes and it's bringing in and sucking in air and shooting them out that doggone stovepipe. And now my fire is burning good. You can see it through the window. Y'all see that through that window? Yeah. Stuff. They done mess around and gave me a doggone stove, man. And I like this because you can't go wrong. Let me close that back off. See how that do? It kicked that fire right back up. It kicked that fire right back up. Ooh, he hot. But I want it searing hot. I want it bubbling hot so it can burn off all this paint that's on it. Let me put the star of the show back in here. Okay, the T4 and the T8 cost the same on Amazon. Right. May as well get more bang for the buck. Everybody wanted the T4, and I kept saying, I take that back. I kept saying T4 and not T8. I have the T8. So yes, you're right. And I listened to the video and I said, dang, I keep saying the T4, T8, not the T4. The T4 Plus was what I was thinking. That's the one with the screen room that I don't really care for. Is there an adjustment lever? Oh, heck yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the this dampener right here. But I don't know which way is up. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that mug is rolling. Wait, let me see something. I'ma see. I'ma close it and open it. That's closed. That's open. Oh, man. This is why I love the Greenhouse Lounge, man. You can't do stuff by yourself. See, I'm so excited I'm not even thinking. I'm not even thinking. Oh, look at that fire. Oh, my goodness, look at this. Look at that fire roll. Oh, my goodness. Look at that fire roll, boy. Oh, man, I'm so excited. I'm about to mess my pants. Hold on. That fire running so good. It's time for some wood. Let's get some little wood in there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Silver bells. Silver bells. I'm going to get one little slice on him. One good slice on that boy. I can smell that paint burning. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Close him right back on up. Let that get that. Look at that fire kick up. See how that fire kicked up? Oh, you can't tell me ish right now, boy. Oh, you cannot tell me nothing, baby girl. Oh. So, ooh, that boy running. Ooh, that boy is running. So, look, you can cook on it too. You read my mind. I'm about to go in here. I'm about to go in here and get some water. Oh, hold on, y'all. Watch my fire for me. Watch, y'all watch the fire. Okay, y'all. I know I'm doing a lot. Doggone it, but that's why we here. I got me some good tea. Oh no, man. Oh no, buddy. My battery about to die. I got us some good tea, some green tea. Got me some water. I'ma set him right on top of there. Ooh. Let me remove this. Let me take this off. Get that right on that fire. You hear that? That boy rolling. So, okay, I got some water in there. Now I gotta figure out a way to get, I'm gonna get some tea bags in him real quick before I get too happy. Under the sea. There we go. Throw some tea bags in there real quick. And let's hope that my phone cord is over here. Okay. I had to get real creative here. Running out of juice. Here we go. That's why it was dim. Okay, family. Oh, that mug is dope. Okay, we good. I'm gonna keep that low. So when it go low, we go high. All right. Any questions? I smell the paint burning off. It's hot enough for the paint to be burning now. Look, it's hot enough for that paint to start burning. I can see it around here. Now, I don't mind it getting a little bit rusty. I don't care if it end up getting rusty or not. I just don't want that paint, because that smell, of course, has got to be toxic, right? So make sure when you do this, when you season it for the first time, do that outside. That fire rolling, 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 rolling. So make sure you do this outside, because what happens is, I just said that, didn't I? That's how excited I am. So small it will pack well in plastic. I miss a plastic tote. It will fit in a 5-gallon bucket. This, if you're talking about this stove, it'll fit in a 5-gallon bucket. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chop up some more wood, and I'm gonna let this burn like Usher until it rains. I'm gonna let the rain put it out. Now, I'm noticing one thing, fam. Listen to that water boiling already. That water boiling already, boy. So I'm noticing one thing right out the gate. The smokestack is dope. The smokestack is dope, but it doesn't have a cover. Now, here's the thing. If your smokestack does not have a cover, you want that. You want something where, say it start raining, the rain can't just come down in there. That's the lighter version of this. The other version is, you don't want no squirrel or no bird to fly down in there into your fire. Yeah, the cap. A cap can be put over the top of the pipe for rain elements. You right on time with me. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want nothing jumping off up inside there. So I'm gonna get a cap. Either I'm gonna get one or I'm gonna make one. If I can't find one this small, look, let me see if you see this. You see it, the pipe starting to turn like a bronzish. It's starting to turn like bronze. Can you see that? That's how hot that thing is burning. This is what I want. That's exactly what I want. Because I don't want, let me see. Got some old coffee in there. I'm gonna just clean that out a little bit. But you want that pipe hot. You wanna get that pipe super hot. And you want it to change colors so it can burn off whatever oil and crap that came from the company from making it. Yes, it's a wood stove. Let me see. Blow up air tents are made to go with these stoves. Blow up air tents. I don't think I will want no blow up tent. Air tent. I don't think I will want nothing like that. Jones True said you would be nice and toasty in the tent. You know what? I can feel the heat from here. Didn't y'all see me scoot back a minute ago? That is awesome. If it's radiating heat like this, and I got one of those wood burning stove fans, I'm gonna set on top of it so it blow the heat across the room and then rise. I think we got this. I think we got this all handled up. Broke farmer in the house. What's up, man? Oh, Broke, I'm gonna see you at camp one of these days. Broke ready to be out there in the cold. But this is how we doing it. They go with hot tents. I missed something, Cam. That fire in there rolling. but I wanted to burn this hot. I know normally you'll be like, turn the fire down, but I wanted to burn this hot so it'll burn all this paint and oil and chemicals off of the outside. You'll need to open windows. I open windows in a tent. Yes, yes. I feel it. Look, I got on 3 coats right now. I got on 3 jackets and these gloves. I can feel this through here. I can feel this heat. Matter of fact, it's so hot, it's scaring me. I'm gonna clean that out from in front of there. Okay. Oh man, that's that thing rolling. I'm gonna take y'all back downstairs so you can see it again. And I'm gonna add another piece of wood in that boy. Hold on. I ain't gonna keep y'all here all day. I just want you to see how well it worked. Cause I seen a bunch of reviews on it. I kept going channel to channel to channel. And this is what I really like, because that other thing don't work. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know lead farmers on his way. And he's kinda crazy, that's what they say. And every mother's child is gonna spy. See if lead farmer either drinks or get high. But so I'm offering. No, let me stop. I'm tripping. I feel good, man. I feel so good. I feel good because nothing makes you feel better than when you do a lot of research, do a lot of research, and then you score. You really score, and you go on ahead and you invest your money in something, and it works just like you, not just like you saw it work. It worked not just like you wanted it to work, but even better. That's the best feeling in the world. It worked. This is working better than even I expected. So do your research. Before you just jump in, ask questions. I'm telling you, oh man, I feel like busting loose. All right, any questions? That fire rolling on the river. Any questions? Let me put the star of the show back in here. But this y'all, this turns me on. I mean it. Gotta set my big 10 up to check for vent hole. Got butterflies in my stomach. Do it anyway, country hustle. Do it. What they say? Dance like ain't nobody watching. Man, set your gear up like ain't nobody watching. You ain't gotta do no video on it, you know. Just go ahead and set your gear up like ain't nobody watching. Crafty Mom, I'm soaking up your energy right now. I hope you can feel it, cause man, I'm bubbling at the gills. Say once that baby is seasoned, you on a roll. You know what? You can see the top smoking. It's smoking that paint off. Once that mug is ready and seasoned up, man, it's a wrap. I'm gonna put some more of this hot water in here, cause I don't know if I cleaned this cup out or not. I just grabbed it. I was so excited, I just grabbed the damn cup. Ooh, that tea ready. That tea ready. Hey, Beauty in the Garden. Uh-oh. I feel rain, y'all. It's raining. Damn. I'm trying to think what I could do right now. Go get a tarp. Probably what I might. No, that ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing for me. So, hold on. Get myself together. Any questions? Cause I'm hoping it don't really rain. If I could take a little drizzle, you know. I really want this done. You can't, I ain't got no canopy that this pipe can go through. Or let me see. Man, that thing rolling. Are you about 5 feet away? Are you about 5 feet away to feet the heat? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, see that paint coming off, y'all? Can y'all see that paint? Let me show you. That's what I'm talking about. See that paint? That's what I want off. Hold on. Let me show you. See that? So this was really stainless. They should have left it alone. That looks like stainless steel. Cause see, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with it. If you ever do this, once you season it, right? Check this out. Once you season up your stove, and you do this with your grill too, okay? Once you season it up and you burn off all the chemicals and burn off all the oils and burn off all the paint, go to a big box store, any one of them, even Wally World, and they got that barbecue grill spray paint. I promise you, I've had this New Braunfels grill for 20 years. 20 years. I bought it when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. What is this? I've had it for 22 years, okay? I've had this grill. I'm gonna show it to you right now. That New Braunfels grill is really gray. You see that? You can see the gray under the bottom because it's starting to, that's from me burning all that my smoke and everything. I was smoking everything with it. That's 22 years old. Okay? My point is this. Once it started rusting a little bit, I took some sandpaper and I sanded that mug down just in the rusty spots. And I took that black grill spray paint and sprayed that whole thing. I used about 2 cans of it. And I sprayed that whole sucker. And to this very day, that has never been inside the garage, storage, or in the house in 22 years. And I can light that mug up right now and it'll be ready to rock and roll. So my point is, once I burn all the paint and chemicals off of this, I'm gonna just come back and spray some of that black barbecue grill paint on there. And it don't come off. It's like high temperature. I think it can take like up to 1,000 degrees, something like that. High temperature paint, right, Ant for barbecue. Ant for barbecue. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna hit it with some of that paint, and that way I ain't never gotta worry about it rusting ever. This thing is still going strong. 22 years outside. It's been outside for 22 years. That's my word. It has never sat in the house or in the garage, ever. At none of my properties from Atlanta to Ohio to here, ever. I take that back, I don't wanna lie. It sat in storage for a couple months when I was moving, but other than that, its main home is outside, wide open, no cover. Ooh, that thing running. Let's see what's popping. Let's see what's popping off. Uh-oh, I'm about to mess up. Don't want to mess up my poker. Ooh, I'm telling. Oh, boy. It sure is pretty, Paul. I don't want it to burn my mouth. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show y'all me put it back on. Put the flap back on. I'm gonna pour me off some tea in there, boy. I hope y'all can see that. I'm gonna put that back on. because this ain't got to be boiling, cooking no more. Oh, it's still doing it. It's still cooking. Hell, it didn't need no direct fire. Got my cup from Buc-ee's. I don't know if you ever been to Buc-ee's. If you never been to Buc-ee's, you have a cast iron one. I do too. I do too. But I want this to heat fast. Look at that green tea. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let that roll. Let that roll. So that's it. That's it, family. We just did that. Now I'm gonna sit out here. Now I'm gonna let this thing roll. Let me see what y'all talking about. If you got any questions or anything, I ain't trying to keep you. I ain't trying to keep y'all today, because I'm about to be out here till it rain. Any questions? Oh, that smell good. This is green tea with lemon from Tetley Tea. Let me put my Buc-ee's sign in there. If you ain't never been to Buc-ee's, man, please. That's like the new Disney World for grown folks. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared to put that on my tongue. If you use all this for tent heat and you camp in the forest, you do not want to cook on top of this. That's a good way to bring wildlife. Yeah, we talked about that already. Thank you for that, Nathaniel. We talked about that. In an emergency, you got to do what you got to do. You got to figure something out. If you trapped in your tent and it's pouring down, raining, if you don't have any ready-to-eat meals, you better figure something out. Oh, bro, farmers, I love Buc-ee's, man. I go in Buc-ee's and just sit in there. They need some couches in Buc-ee's. Say I built a fire with my ordinary cinder blocks and put a grill grate on top. Works perfect. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. I'm gonna say this though. I've done that before. As a matter of fact, I have built one right over here. And if you get that fire too hot, then depending on what kind of cinder blocks you bought, I bought those just plain old cheap ones. And they end up splitting and cracking on me, kept on splitting and cracking. So you just gotta watch your temperature, because I was rolling. Nikki say Buc-ee's is the best. Okay, I gotta test it. I can't get burnt. I need these taste buds. Can this be used in my RV? No, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, if all else fails, I'm gonna show you when it comes, Nathaniel. Never been to Buc-ee's, but they have 2 in Georgia, and we literally planning a trip. I stop, whether I gotta stop or not, I stop at Buc-ee's. I might not even, no, it's not cast iron, Cecil. It's stainless steel. It's thick grade, look like stainless steel that been cheaply painted, but that ain't no problem. What is Buc-ee's? I'm gonna have you Google that one. And I'm not being a smart ass, I mean it. Please Google Buc-ee's. Please Google Buc-ee's. What did you put under the cinder blocks so you will not burn the grass? I ain't worried. My fire pit is right here. This is where I get down out here. I ain't worried about the grass. But normally, like I said in the beginning of the video, I would have put paving stones under this. Have I been to the one in Florence? No, I ain't been to the one in Florence. Let me start a show back in here. That boy is rolling. No, it ain't like no 7-Eleven. It's like a mall, a gas station mall is what it's like. I'm telling you, that's that junk. Oh, look at that tea bubbling. Now, hey family, just to let you know how hot this thing got, I put that lid back on. Y'all saw me put that flap back on, that fire flap. Let me see. that griddle. Let me show it. I'll put that griddle back on. It's bubbling. It's bubbling that boy. It's bubbling better with that on. Look at that. Shoot, you can't tell me nothing. That paint just peeling off too. Get that mess off. Make sure you get that crap off. That's useless. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw some more wood in there. The little drips of rain stopped. I'm gonna put this big monster log up in this boy. Can y'all see that? Let me see. I want y'all to be able to see that. Okay. I'm gonna put this fat boy in there. Man, I'm loving this. I don't know if it's enough room. No, I'm gonna split that. I'm gonna split it. I ain't gonna be greedy. Cause I don't want my fire to go out. And I want this to burn long and hot. I like this lock. That latch is that's the junk right there. This latch. Cause that other one, let me tell y'all just in case you run into this situation. That other one on most of these stoves got this knob that you turn. The problem with that knob is once this thing gets hot, it don't mesh up and it leaves it cracked open. So the air starts getting in and smoke start coming out, right? So it don't latch right. So I watched this one young lady do a review on hers, the one that she got, not this one, but she got the one with that knob to latch it closed. And you gotta, did you sand the bottom or the inside of the stove? No, that's what we talking about now. We seasoning it. You don't sand nothing. Or are you talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. But seasoning mean I'm burning off all the paint, oil, everything off of this. Because I don't want none of this, whatever came from the factory, I don't want it on there. I'm burning it super hot so it'll burn off so I can put that back on. Now back to this handle. That handle, you got to put a bolt on it. What kind of wood are you using? Some yard wood, I don't know. Put this bolt on there and the latch slips. The latch slipped, so the girl couldn't even open her door no more to put more wood in. So by the time she could get it open, the fire was out. She had to start it back over. That thing was a piece of junk, and I've almost bought that maybe 2 or 3 different times. It's been in my cart for about 2 years. That thing been in my cart for 2 years, and I'm like, I'm gonna mess around and get that one. I'm mess around and get it. And I just couldn't pull the trigger. Something didn't sit right with me, the way it was built. Because I'm telling you, I used to be a casting operator, and I know that mesh crap, that heat shield stuff that they got around the inside of the door ain't supposed to be sitting like that. And that always rubbed me the wrong way. Here come that rain, y'all. Here come that rain. I think the rain is telling me enough is enough. Ooh, excuse me. Goodness. Any questions? Any questions? Let me show the star of the show. Mr. Dynamite. Huh. Okay. This bad boy, I got it in the description box below if you want to know more about it. They really don't have, is the latch hot? Everything on there is hot. That's why I'm keeping my gloves on. It ain't just because I'm cold, but I ain't touching nothing without some kind of protection. Something put sand inside. What? Moss farm. I missed something. Put sand inside. What? Oh, man. Hey, y'all, just in case you don't know, this is a real, true to God stove with fire. This ain't does the paint burning, smelling bad. No, I'm outside, so I'm just getting hints of it, but no. Hey, y'all, this ain't electric. This ain't hooked up to no solar generator. This is real fire and real wood, and it's real hot. Because I don't know if, you know, maybe people came in late and think I'm running this off a solar generator or something. That's not electricity. That's real, true to life wood burning. And I wish I had my thermometer on there so I could see exactly how hot it is. This is super hot. And the smokestack up in the air, you know, since we burning our fire so hot now, we burning our fire so hot now that ain't no more smoke coming out. It's just heat. And if I wasn't trying to burn this paint off, I would shut this air vent down a little bit and shut my dampener down a little bit so it'll burn a little slower and burn my wood longer. If I was in a tent, that's what I would do. But right now, I'm really trying to burn it as hot as it can get. So right now, it is literally a rocket stove. It is a rocket stove like you wouldn't believe. Let me see. Someone seemed to indicate that you should put sand inside the bottom of the stove. I don't know. I've never done that in my entire life, and I've never had a problem with that. I don't know what that would do, because if you put sand in the bottom of your stove, what does that do? That's what I would like to know, because all you're doing is taking up space where you could be getting airflow from your wood. If you put sand at the bottom of that, you got about a ½ an inch of space. You fill that up with some sand, you just taking away your Yes Conscious Awakening. It's in the description box. The link is. You taking up your airflow away. So that's why you always want to scrape your ashes out, because you don't want your wood just sitting smack dab on the ground. You don't get no airflow, and that messes up your fire. Now, if your life depended on it, you don't want nothing happening to your fire. You want to make sure your ash is cleaned out at all times. And, I might have burnt all the tea out of that. Oh, no, he's still rolling. Y'all seen that. You want to make sure all your ash is cleaned out so that thing can burn right. You don't want you want good airflow to your fire. One of our people had that at camp. They were across from our site. I had never seen that before. It was cool. This is awesome. I got one in the house, but I ain't never did this outside, like not like this. So imagine, y'all, look, you can see it raining. The raindrops is dropping on it and sizzling. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Thank you, Beauty in the Garden. Beauty in the Garden just put the link up, you guys. My link that's in the description box. Never had a stove burn out in the bottom. That's a myth. Is that what they talking about? Sand ain't gonna stop. Sand ain't gonna stop that. If you burn a stove out from the bottom, it was either a super cheap stove, some cheap metal that it's made out of, or you're burning at temperatures that stove is not built for. You're burning, like, I don't know, gasoline or something. You shouldn't be burning at that high of a temperature in something that cheap, like those little thin ones that you put together, like the little rocket stoves I got that unfold. You shouldn't be burning that high of a heat in those things. This is a whole nother ball game though. And once I got it seasoned, I ain't gonna be burning nothing this hot either. But even if it didn't have a rack in the bottom, that heat is right there. Those coals are right there. Say, wait till I'm cooking on it. Create Income says, wait till you cook on the wood stove in my great-grandmother homestead, best friend, fried chicken ever. Let me tell you something. As hot as I see this can get, I will have no problem cooking on this. You see this? You see this? I will have no problem cooking on this stove top at all. Matter of fact, I'll probably have to put something on there to calm it down. Oh, that's good. Let me see. Would you close off the air some so we can see the difference? I did that. You might want to rewind that, Ron. I'm trying to get this fire burning. I did that earlier. I closed, this was closed, and we had the dampener closed, this right here, and the fire just dropped. Let me, it ain't gonna hurt nothing, hold on. I just closed the dampener. Look at how the fire doing now. I'm gonna show you real quick. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Hold on, Ron. Everybody get a chance to see it. We're gonna see the difference with the dampener closed and the dampener open. Right now, it look like a fireplace in the house. All right, the dampener is closed. Now watch, I'm gonna open it. Watch for that fire. Oh, that's hot. Did you see it take off? Look at them flames sucking in. Now I'm gonna close it again. Now it's closed. Now, if I close this, if I close the chute, that fire gonna chill. See that? Now it's just getting just a little bit of oxygen. The dampener is closed, so it's gonna burn that wood real low and slow. It's gonna bring it's gonna give me the heat that I want, but it won't burn my wood as fast. So I'm gonna open that back up because what we doing, now watch close, pay attention to the fire, okay? We get more oxygen. Now watch this, I'm gonna open that dampener and it's gonna do like a rocket stove. There it is. There it is. It's back blazing like a rocket. I hope y'all could see that. That was slick. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt nothing to show you. Let me see. Ooh. All right, any questions? But you see how that worked? You operate and you control your fire, you control your heat with the dampener. Can this be a prep item for indoors? If you have a way to get this chimney outside, number one. Number two, you have to have a proper heating, a spot where this can sit where it won't burn through your floor and your walls and stuff. I got one Peaches, I got one of those fans right now. I got one coming right this very minute. I bought that, and that's supposed to be here like tomorrow or Friday, one or the other. And it was for this. So it was actually for my buddy heater, and for this though. Let me see. Would you close off the air some? Oh, okay. Good one, Ron. Good one. If you haven't, order your spark arrestor and stove mat lid. That's a good idea. Do you prefer that over a rocket stove? That's a hell of a question. Because if you think about it, and my sister, good to see you in here. Where'd you go? Where did you go? I'ma say this. I would probably rather have this because it is acting as a rocket stove right now. It literally is doing rocket stove action. Everything that it's doing is cooking like a rocket stove. Because if I take this off, see, I didn't even think of that. You could be putting your stuff on to the side. You could take that off and cook it like that. Rocket stove-ish, right? But it's doing the same thing as a rocket stove, cooking, boiling. It costs just as much as the rocket stove. They cost the same amount. no matter what rocket stove you buy, they're around that $100 mark. So I would get this because I can cook on this. It's almost the same dang on size as the rocket stove. And here's the smokestack. I mean, I would get this because this is blowing my mind. How you doing, Grace? Good to see you in here tonight. You can use that in the house. Like I said, you need to get the proper things before you go putting this in your house, okay? You need the fireproof bricks, fire bricks, like fireplace bricks to sit it on. You don't want this up against the wall nowhere, so you want to put fireproof bricks up against your wall. You want to do that properly. Just don't be doing that all willy-nilly. You got to set your house up to have something like this. Even if you got a brick house, don't do it unless you set this up properly. Let's see, I had asked if it was better to just start with stainless steel since you have to burn off the paint. You know what? I guess so, but the stainless steel ones I kept seeing costed a fortune. So this ain't no big deal to me. This gonna take another hour, and I ain't gonna have nothing to worry about because all the chemicals and the messed up stuff is damn near burnt off. I don't even smell it no more. So I'm not worried about that. But if you want to buy the stainless steel model, go for it. It's gonna cost you. Most of them cost significantly more if you don't want to go through that process. This is fun to me, so the seasoning process ain't bad. Is it okay to have this connected to a shed? Again, if you have the proper setup on the inside of your shed so you don't burn your shed down, definitely. Now remember, before we had gas homes, gas in your home, gas furnaces, this is how everybody heated their homes, with wood burning fireplaces and pot belly stoves, wood burning stoves. There are still houses in my hometown in Toledo, Ohio, literally, that still have these pot belly wood burning stoves in the kitchen somewhere, or in the basement, in the cellar. They still have these connected and they're still operational. So family, I want to say this because I want to look you in the eyeball, okay? I'm going to say this because I know it's a lot of younger folks too watching me. I need us to see something. Listen, it wasn't that long ago that we really had to cook on these. Our grandparents had to cook on these. There was, even if gas lines running to your house was a thing, and okay, you know, that don't mean everybody could afford it. Just like electricity. Just because electricity was a thing, a lot of people could not afford to have that ran to their house. How hot is the ground right under the stove? I don't know. I'm not gonna feel down here. Again, set your stove up on some bricks. Is it possible to convert a gazelle tent or any good tent into a hot tent and use the stove? Soil Soldier, that's a good question. Actually, that's a question that I was thinking about. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, you see that, Bob? Yeah. That price can't be beat. That's a good question, man. I'm gonna do more research on that because I've thought of that too. Like if I didn't have to buy a hot tent or have a hot tent, listen to that rain sizzle. The rain is sizzling on the pipe. All right, I'm gonna have to call it a day, y'all. Damn. All right, I'm gonna get off of here because now it's raining. It's picking up. It's drizzling. I don't want to go in yet. This is the part of me that I've always been like. It's always like being outside. Carbon monoxide and overhyped fear. Amen to that. Yes, you need air coming in the shelter house. Yes, you do. Uh, yes, lead wood burning stove was the way our grands and great grands cooked. Remember, safety first. And really, it depends on what part of the country you in too. Because really, family, my wife is from Mississippi, her people from Mississippi, and you know everything. When my first time being in Mississippi, I'm trying to word my words right. My first time being in Mississippi, I saw outhouses still. My first time going to Mississippi was almost 30 years ago when we fairly first met good. And I saw outhouses, I saw stuff that, yo, people still do this. It depends on what part of the country you're on. If you ain't got the money, or if you in a little bitty, itty bitty town in Mississippi in the middle of nowhere, you know, Yazoo City, Belzoni, Louise, Midnight. If you in them little bitty towns like that, 30 years ago, you still saw stuff like this. I did at my wife people. That's hard to say, but it's the truth. It's a better to buy a tent that already has a stovepipe opening. It's fire retardant and it has a flange for the pipe to go through. Yes, it is. And they're just trying to say, like, I already got a tent. Is it possible? And it is a good question. Because most tents should be fire retardant, but going through the whole thing of putting a stove jack hole through it, that's gonna be B-I-B-I. I'm in North Dakota, the most extreme cold in the country at times. Tune in here. Oh, Steve. Sorry, Steve. I fell for that. Okay. Said my great aunts had outhouse and no internal plumbing. Right. Yeah, it's raining, Crafty Mom, right now. It slowed up a little bit, but it's every time it come back a little stronger. But I'm warm right here. It's just I don't want to get wet. You can convert a regular tent into a hot tent. The parts are sold on Amazon and other websites. I'm gonna look into that because I'm curious. If for no other reason, I'm curious. I've already bought a hot tent, but I'm still curious. It would be good to know. So do you think this stove is useful by itself without a tent? I'm out here using it right now, Stephanie. Shoot, you might not ever see my rocket stove again. I'm not even kidding. Because this is doing everything that my rocket stove did, but better. That's a lot to say, ain't it? This is doing everything my rocket stove did, but it does it better. It's hard. That's hard. That's a toughie. I'm literally putting big chunks of wood in this thing. Let me start the show. I'm putting big chunks of wood in, so I ain't got to keep featherweight wood and feeding little pieces of wood all day. That ain't bad, but it ain't good either. I'm gonna put some more wood in here, and then we gonna get out of here. Wait, first, I'm gonna put y'all right in the pie hole. I'm gonna get you right in the pie. See if y'all can see okay. Yeah, right in the pie hole. Right in the kisser. And just in case y'all don't know, this is piping hot. I got on these gloves, okay? Right in the pie hole. Where's that big chunk of funk? I'm gonna take this big chunk. I'm gonna split this big chunk of funk. Wait a minute. Had to split that big chunk of funk. I didn't want to put that whole thing in here. I'm gonna stuff his belly full. Even if it rains, I'm gonna keep this burning. I might go in the house, but I'm gonna keep it burning. Keep the fire burning, let it keep us warm. Ario speed wagon like a mud. Okay. Keep the fire burning all night long. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Can y'all see that okay? It's gonna catch that fire on. We're gonna be good to go. Okay. Any questions before I go? We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Listen, I'm having a freaking ball. I know normally I'm all teacher, preachers. I will be your teacher, preacher. Anything you have in mind. Let me see. Led, did you get the tent it goes in yet? No, this ain't even supposed to be here yet. This ain't supposed to be here for another 2 weeks or so. So the tent is coming. The tent is going to be here either Friday or Monday, one or the other. So the tent was supposed to come first, and I was going to bring y'all with me and set it up. But now this came early, and how many square feet will it heat in the tent? It just depends on what you're doing. And again, this ain't that. It depends on what kind of wood you burning, how much wood you doing. You gotta work it. This ain't no how many BTUs and nah. A wood burning stove, it all depends on what kind of wood is you burning, right? Hardwood, softwood, some old garbage wood. It also depends on how you running your dampener and running your flute. You just harvested 20 pounds of honey. All right, Francis Green, congratulations. What the temperature is outside, it got to be about, I'm gonna say about 45 degrees out here. Where's a good place to purchase a little cast iron pot belly stove? Though, listen, those are hard to find, and when you find one, it's going to cost you a MFing fortune. I have one. I will show it to you right now, but it's so heavy. They cost a fortune. If you go to, you can buy one off of Tractor Supply, from Tractor Supply when they have one, but I think the smallest potbelly stove Tractor Supply has, I think it's, don't quote me, I think it's $500, and it looks something like this, I think, and it's all cast iron, super heavy, and you just ain't gonna find them. You can go, it's $469. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, at Tractor Supply. Yeah, $469 at Tractor Supply. And here's the other thing, because I've been wanting one for years, and I keep saying I'ma wait. Who would have knew all of this stuff happening now? You better get one. So I used to see them on Facebook Market, on Craigslist. You can't find them no more. They're going to cost you a pretty penny. If you find one right now, it's gonna cost you. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care where you get it from. I don't care if it's missing the plates, it's missing pieces, it's missing the grate. It's gonna cost you a fortune. Say I bought my pot-belly stove on Amazon. It took me 3 months to get mine. Well, I got one, and even though I don't use it, I will never get rid of it. I will never. That's a family heirloom now. When I finally found mine, I've been taking it with me from house to house to house. I'll never get rid of it. I made a barrel stove from a kit. They do have those. Yeah, they do have those. But they're talking about that hardcore pot-belly stove that don't take up too much space. Now, those 55-gallon drums take up some space with that kit. Okay, we in an hour and a half, y'all. So that's it. I'm gonna show y'all the start of the show one more time, and then I'm gonna head on out of here. We gonna leave it like that. This is a bad boy. It's a bad boy. Watch this. Woo, cold-blooded. Woo. That's a bad boy. Whew. So everybody, thank you. This mug is rolling. It's working 5,000 times better than I would have ever expected. And remember, these side pieces, you can hang your towels, your wet socks, your wet gloves on it. I can feel that right now. Ooh, ooh. Hang your gloves, your socks on that, dry them off in your tent. Because one thing about being out camping, and you know you're probably going to be doing some fishing, some hiking, you going to get wet. You going to step in a puddle somewhere. And if you don't step in a puddle of water, you might step in a puddle of crap that somebody didn't pick up behind the animal, or it's some animals in there that you don't want to find. You end up stepping in some doo-doo, and you got to wash your boot off, or your shoe and your sock, and it happens. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going over to Hood Tech, and we're gonna talk about got a couple things to talk about technology. So hope to see y'all a little later on. What time is it? I see y'all at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna talk about water purification. I got something that I want to show you guys on Hood Tech 73. See you over there, Lead Farm 73. I love y'all. Be safe, stay warm, and I'm out. By the way, if you ain't camping and you ain't getting yourself together to camp, and don't look at it like it's just some camping. This is some survival. This is knowing the basics. And if you don't do this, you're gonna get in a pinch and not know what to do. All right. So this is why we're practicing this. So keep practicing. All right. Lead Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out.